What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So for today, I'm gonna go over how to build a budget. And I know a bunch of people who don't have a budget in place, and I just don't understand why. It's not as difficult as one might think. There's a lot of tools, a lot of technology that's pretty much right underneath their nose and they don't know about it. So I figured I would go through this. It's gonna be a simple video, nothing too lengthy, just really to show you where you can create a budget and how you can go about it. So before I start this video, definitely take the time and hit that like button. Also consider subscribing because I'm giving away 2 Amazon gift cards when I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark. And I'm very close. I'm at like 800 right now, and who knows how fast I'll grow. So put your name in the hat. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. So like I said, I'm gonna go through this and hopefully you can grasp this right away. It's not that difficult to understand, especially with the tools that are in place. You don't have to fully build something. I like to build things, but then again, I do have things in place that are preset. So I'm going to show you some of these tools that are pretty much right underneath your nose, as long as you have Microsoft Office, Microsoft Excel, Word, all of those types of things. I'm going to go through a budget system, and basically I'm going to show you my screen and give you an idea on where you can go in order to create a budget system and show you exactly how easy it is. So let's not waste any more time and let's just get right into it, because I know you're dying to see this budget system, hopefully. Okay, so what I wanted to do was actually show you the Microsoft tool that they have for budgets. And this is something that I use, and it's very simple. I don't have to go and build something, and if I ever forget the file, I can go in here, plug in my numbers, and then I can basically treat it as if I never lost anything. So I'm going to show you this really quick. If you go into File and you go into Create a New Document, you're going to see all of these different templates come up. And up here, you're going to have suggested searches. You don't want to click any of those. Right over to the right, you're going to see Personal Monthly Budget. It's very simple. This is something that I love to use, like I said before, but what I'm going to do is I actually have a file open with numbers filled in. So this is really easy to look at. You have 3 sections in each of the 3 sections, if that's what you want to call it. So you have this section up here with the income, expenses, and then you have the full balance or the ending balance. Looking at this information, you're going to see projected monthly income, actual income, and this is great to be able to see this, because if you work an hourly job, then you can just put a baseline or average, and then you can also put the actual amount. So if you were supposed to bring in $4,000, but you brought in $4,555, then this will be where you want to put it. And it's just going to help you understand what you actually brought in. Same thing with expenses. You project it's going to be at $120. The actual cost is $100. The difference is $20 in your favor. So this is something that's easy to be able to fill out, because if you know all of your expenses, that's the only problem, right? You need to actually sit down and know your expenses, because if you know your expenses, then you can fill all this stuff in. And then you also need to go through your checking account. I would recommend daily and not weekly, just so you understand where you are. So if you spend a lot of money on dining, you want to make sure you do it daily so that you know where your budget actually is. And once you hit that budget limit, cut it off. So this is something, like I said, really simple to look at. You're going to go down here, you're going to have all of your expenses, a bunch of different categories, and then you also have retirement accounts, however much you want to contribute every single month to everything, and then also insurance, food, pets, all of those different types of things. Down here, you're going to have the total projected cost or expenses, total actual cost, and then the difference between the two. Obviously, you want to make sure you're positive, because you don't want to spend over in expenses. Hey, what's up, you guys? Real quick, we'll get right back into the budget system. I did just want to take this time and ask if you can hit that like button. I really appreciate everybody who views my content, and this just helps me in the long run. So definitely consider hitting that like button. We'll get right back into it. So then up here, you would just look at this projected balance, actual balance, and difference. It's just the income minus the cost or expenses. So you would take the projected income minus the projected cost, and you would get the projected balance. Same thing with actual. You would get the actual income, the actual cost, and then you get to the actual balance, and then you would just take the difference. And you want this to be positive. Everything you want to be positive, you want to make sure at least zero, but you want to make sure that it's positive so that you know you made out on that month. But like I said, this is a great system. I love using this system. It's really simple. You just plug in your numbers and you go. But you have to make sure that you use it every month, because if you don't use it every month, then it just goes right out the window. And what's the point of spending time creating a budget if you're not going to use it? So this is a great system, and definitely look into building this. It's in Microsoft Excel. Again, $10 a month. I don't know how much per year. I believe it's $60, but I didn't do my research on that. Sorry. But it's cheap, and you get all these different things, plus the budget system. So you'll be able to manage money in no time. All right, so if you look at it, a budget system could be really beneficial to your life. If you actually had a budget in place, you would be able to save money and put money into an investment account, into a high interest savings account. You can put it in different places because you have that money set aside. Now, if you set a budget, you know exactly how much you need to spend and you don't want to go over. If you do go over, then find some way to penalize yourself and take it from other areas so you don't go over the total budget. Like I've been saying, and a bunch of people say, set a budget for yourself because you don't want to have to overspend, whether that is in groceries, whether you wanted a watch so bad. Set that budget for next month. Now, if you have some sort of discount on an item, like say if you wanted to buy a watch that was say $500, but then all of a sudden you had a bunch of discounts that brought it down to $200, and now this is the only time you can actually get that watch and you're saving money on it, then you buy the watch with a credit card, but you make sure you plan it out the right way, and then you pay it off in the next month, and then you just budget for it in the next month. But you have to make sure you plan this the right way. Most of the credit cards that you have are going to be due in the beginning of the month, so you're going to have the whole month to do spending, and then the next month you'll end up paying the balance. So you'll just add it to the budget. So you just have to work these things out. But if you put a budget in place, you limit the amount that you're going to spend, and then you can see how much you're saving. You don't have to look at the bank account at the end of the month and go, oh, I thought I would save a lot more. Now let me go and check everything. You set a budget in place, you make sure you actively manage that budget, and then you can go from there. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you can comment down below, let me know if you have a budget system in place or if you're going to adopt this budget system. Because I know it's a simple, easy to use budget system that pretty much everyone can use. So let me know if you're going to adopt this budget system down in the comments below. Also, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm doing a giveaway of 2 Amazon gift cards when I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark, so definitely stay tuned for that. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hit that like button. Like.